Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's very much time to pick my February TBR. It's currently the 2nd of February, very early hours of the morning as I am filming this. Last month I did not complete any book on my physical TBR. I did start one book, that was Shield of Sparrows. I got 144 pages in. The two books that I did finish though were both books that I was already in the middle of coming into this year, so that's quite nice. And one of them I started in like June, one of them I started in July, so that's pretty nice. I might do a separate video just for the two of them, just so I can give like in-depth discussion on my reviews on them and just do it that way. But anyway, let's pick our books. I'm still going to do 6. I think last month was still very much my best reading month, because not only did I finish those 2 books, which I finished on the same day, but also I obviously read 144 pages of Shield of Sparrows. I also read just under 100 pages of Yours Truly, so I would very much like to continue that book this month and hopefully finish it. I think my theme for this month is hopefully shorter books. Like, yeah, I very much still want to get through Shield of Sparrows. I have done a little bit of a reorganisation. So on this top row is all of the books that are on my 26 for 2026. Just so it's kind of easier to kind of pick from. I'm hoping I could potentially, fingers crossed, keep this empty in terms of when I complete it, stuff just gets removed and it stays empty. But that's probably not going to be the case because I own estimated like 300 on my TBR, which is way too much. So and also I bought like 15 books, 16 books during January. 2 of those were because of Fairy Loot / Illuma crates. But yeah, not great. Hoping to reduce that. Also, 2 of the books that I acquired in January were pre-orders. I think I have 2 for this month as well. I cannot remember what those are off the top of my head. But yeah, there's technically 2 books missing off of this row. One of those is Shield of Sparrows because that is on my 26 for 2026, but also I'm in the middle of that. And the other one is a pre-order. I cannot remember which one it is off the top of my head. I think, oh no, I do. In Her Own League. Turns out my book, I made my list on my iPad, but it hadn't synced over, and so I'd redone it, and there were like probably like 22 of them are the same, and then there's like a couple that were different from my original, but I'm not mad about it. They're not on here. Oh, I think I have 2. Oh no, that's different. I have got some of them behind me, the ones that were on the original one and not the new one, just because they were originally intended, although one of them was more of a so I didn't forget that I was meaning to read it. But anyway, let's pick. There aren't any new prompts from last month. I think I might add the odd extra one next month, but more so like keywords of like, let's say like whimsy, so like I think this book is going to be like whimsical kind of thing. That's currently just in my mindset, but I've got more important things than that. Prompt number 1. Next in a series. This works out perfect, and I am very much going to pick from my 26 for 2026. So in my mind, I've got two options. You can't fully see them, but I've got In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. That was on last month's TBR. I didn't get to it. I'm very much still anticipating it. And I also have Wild and Wrangled, which is the last book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. And In Your Dreams is also the last book in the When in Rome series. I kind of want to do this thing. I could also do Nightbane. But I think if I'm going to continue Shield of Sparrows, I don't think I want a fantasy like Nightbane on there. Or just even a fantasy. Although my main thing is a mix between fantasy and romance. But yeah, I'm going to pick In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. It's very much a repeat. I typically last year didn't like to do repeats, but it's still very much anticipated. It's on my 26th for 2026, and I'm still very much still excited for it. So that's book number 1. Prompt number 2 has water on the cover. This was very much a new one for me this year. Do they use ice is frozen water? Technically it's water on here, I think. I can't tell though, so I have to put that back. That's ice. There's a little bit of water, as you can see on here, like just right here. I'm going to cast that as an option. Just put that there for a second. I've turned this around as best as I can. I could technically go for Just for the Summer. I haven't obviously yet finished Yours Truly. But obviously I'm still going to cast it as a possibility. That's very much got water on the cover. That doesn't. Neither does that. Neither does that. Neither does that. That doesn't. Neither does that. Or that. Or that. Or that. So we have 3 options. We have Bear Town by Frederick Bachman, or Bachman, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and Expiration Dates by Rebecca Searle, or Surly. I think I'm going to put this one back, just because I know I said that the fact that I'm in the middle of Yours Truly doesn't kind of mean anything, but at the same time, I don't want to kind of force myself to have to read it. I think based on how work's going and the fact that February is, because of its shorter, is going to be very much busy, I think I'm going to put this one back. I don't think mentally I'm ready for it. And again, I'm just going off of size. So I'm going to go for Expiration Dates by Rebecca Surly. And let's go for book number 3. Set in Another Country. This one is easy. I'm doing it as though it's a real country though. I could do First Time Caller. This very much seems Valentine's. It's like the Heartstrings series. I love how so far I've managed to get prompts that fit my 26 for 2026. Honestly, I've got other books on here, so like I've got like The Brothers Hawthorne, because I'm very much aware this is Seattle. I've got loads of other books that are set in like the States, because I'm in the UK. But I think I'm going to go for First Time Caller, just because it's the Valentine's month. And although I know I said I was looking for kind of shorter books overall, and this is 420, but again, it just screams Valentine's. So yeah, that's book number 3. Let's pick number 4. I feel like this is the quickest I'm picking my TBR. A blue book. That's very much blue. This is like a turquoisey blue, so I'm going to count it. This is technically a blue book, but also I feel like it's not enough blue. So I'm just going to put that back for now. I can't remember where I saw it, but there is very much, like, there's obviously Richard Osman's book. There is, I could do that by Lucy Foley, but I'm going to put that back. Again, I'm going for chunk. The fact that I don't want chunky. That was the book that I saw that I was like, that's very much blue. That's a bit too much green, isn't it? I feel like that's appearing a bit too much green. I'm gonna have to put that back. Do I just mentally hope that I'm emotionally sound this month? I'm gonna try and keep to my 26 to 2026. I find I tend to do better at the start of the year, and because I've just gone through all of this and put them up here, it's very much easier for me to remember to do it. We're gonna do it. I'm probably not gonna read it, but I'm gonna try. Also, I love how this book would have fit for the prompt. Oops. I love how both of those books would have fit for each other's prompts. That's quite funny. Prompt number 5. I've got 2 here. I can't see what. No, I have 3. There we go. I couldn't see what any of them were. Odd number of pages. So this is sort of a free pick. Not to sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna... Let's see how many this has. This is 337. Yeah, so 337, The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. I've read like the first page and it honestly sounds captivating. So honestly, I think I'm gonna go for this one. That one was a very easy pick. Like, it was the first one I went for and I was like, and I kind of think I need something to mix up. Obviously Beartown is it like literary fiction? I don't know, but the other 3 are romances, so I needed something to break it up. And especially if I finish Yours Truly this month as well, that's obviously a romance, so then obviously I've got Shield of Sparrows to break that up. But this is book number 6, so final book. Yeah, we've had a pink prompt. At least I was like, if we haven't, even though the colours don't mean anything, I still need to pick a pink prompt. One of them is famous. I love this. And also it's a trope that I enjoy reading probably quite often, actually. Obvious is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams, because one of them is an NFL legend, and that's very much celebrity in my book. No, don't know. Technically, there is someone I think famous in The Wishing Game, but it's not like a main character. That's the thing. When I say one of them is famous, I mean main character. Consider me, I think it's NHL, so probably, but then also might not be. technically Nightbane does include someone famous, but it's famous within their world. But that's also royalty. The Brothers Hawthorne is an option, because obviously billionaire, popular. Technically the Rebel Witch counts, but only because they're famous for like not good reasons. I don't know about the others. So we're between these two. I kind of want to put the Brothers Hawthorne on the TBR again to mix up the romance, because I don't want to out-romance myself. Because I can always very much still read this, but it's like a shorter... This is a shorter book anyway. Like, just... But yeah, so including the... It doesn't... I can't tell because of the exclusive chapter, but there's 300 in the main thing, but then there's like an exclusive chapter. But yeah, I'm gonna put this one back. We've managed to shop my 26 to 2026 completely. But to summarize, well, to go over my picks again, we have The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the 4th book in that series. We've got The Chalk Man by CJ Tudor. Also, this is like, what even is this? It's like a mystery. It's like YA, upper YA mystery. We have The Chalk Man, which I think is like, it's either going to be thriller or YA horror, I think. And the fact that it is blurbed on the front by Stephen King that says, if you like my stuff, you'll like this. Definitely, yeah, I'm going to say it's probably more horror related. But the first sentence sounds interesting, and I did enjoy Where He Can't Find You by Darcy Coates. I do very much want to read another one of her books. I think there was another one I came across that I think I've got randomly on an Amazon wish list somewhere. We've then got Expiration Dates by Rebecca Surley, which is like a romance. I'm going to guess it's also going to have some women's fiction elements as well. But this is super short. What are we? 254 pages. So it's like perfect for my how many I've been reading at the moment. We've also got In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams, this final book in the When in Rome series. Main female character is a chef, and the main male character is an owner of a farm. And we have very much already met both of those characters in the first 3 books. And then we've got Beartown by Frederick Bachman. Again, I don't know what genre this is. I'm going to go for more literary fiction, drama-esque. I don't know off the top of my head. It says literary debut. Yeah, I'm just saying more like literary fiction-esque. And then we've got First Time Caller by B.K. Borison, which is a romance. I am considering, like, I'm apprehensive about this, about First Time Caller, because her other series, the first 2 books were like 3 stars. I do own the other 2, but I've just not had an interest in picking them up. So I'd be very curious to see, but I'm hoping, yeah. Also, I've just realised I have my dehumidifier on in the background. Hopefully in editing I can cut out that background sound, but apologies if I have not. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.